Have you ever stopped to think how your entire future might hinge on a decision that takes just 5 seconds? I'm not talking about a big, life-changing moment, not a career move or a massive, audacious goal. I'm talking about a tiny, almost invisible habit. One so small, most people just miss it entirely. But the top 1%, they don't. Because they know success isn't one giant leap, it's a quiet rhythm of micro decisions. And this one might be the most powerful of all. Imagine this with me. You wake up, your alarm goes off, and in that blurry space between sleep and the day, 2 doors appear in your mind. One is a dull, unassuming gray. The other, it glows with a soft gold light. The gray door is easy. That's the snooze button. The gold door is harder. That's getting up. That choice takes 5 seconds, but repeat that single moment 365 times, and you either build discipline or you lose it. You either create momentum for your day or you destroy it before it even begins. In that 5-second choice, you didn't just choose to get up. You chose to become someone who shows up. Your future self is being sculpted in these invisible forks in the road, tiny moments that feel completely irrelevant, but they stack, they accumulate, because your brain compounds identity. Every time you act, you cast a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. Think about it. One donut doesn't make you unhealthy. One skipped workout doesn't ruin all your progress. Of course not. But when those choices are repeated, that's not a choice anymore. That's a trajectory. And the difference between who you are right now and the person you could become is that trajectory. Every tiny decision is a signal you send to yourself. Scroll or read. Speak up or stay silent. Give up or go one more time. The pattern of these choices forms a path, and eventually that path becomes your life. But here's the twist, the part most people miss. There's a delay between the behavior and the identity. You don't feel like a runner the first time you jog around the block. You don't feel like a writer the first time you sit down and type a paragraph. But every single time you show up, you are reinforcing a belief. You're casting another vote that says, this is who I am. And eventually, your brain just stops questioning it. And that is the real superpower. It's not about finding some magical source of motivation. It's not even about raw iron-willed discipline. It's about training yourself to recognize the moment before the moment. That split-second decision, the invisible hinge where your entire day and maybe your destiny can swing. High performers aren't born. They're built in that pause. Right before the resistance takes over, they learn to ask themselves one simple question. What would my future self thank me for? And then they act. Not perfectly, not always, but consistently enough that the new identity becomes inevitable. Because that's what separates average from elite. Everyone feels resistance. Everyone sees that gray door calling to them, but not everyone is trained to answer it. This habit, this 5-second micro choice, is the decoder ring for success. Top athletes train when they're tired. Creators publish when they don't feel inspired. Entrepreneurs invest when the rest of the crowd hesitates. They've all learned in their own way to choose the gold door when no one is watching. And when you do that, day after day, it stops being a choice. It just becomes who you are. So today, just notice the next moment of resistance you feel. When it shows up, and it will, don't ignore it. Don't try to push it away. Just pause, breathe, and choose the door that leads forward, even if it feels a little harder. Because that 5-second habit, it doesn't just predict your future, it builds it.